Hi friends, tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Whether you're new or whether you've been here before, I'm really happy to have you here. I'm taking part in the Instagram monochromatic hop again this week. This week we are featuring Coastal Cabana as our colour, and I've grabbed a few supplies with Coastal Cabana cardstock, basic white thick cardstock. And I'm also using this Submarine Life stamp set. Now this was in our mini catalogue, last mini catalogue last month, just retired. It's in our annual catalogue again, but we missed out on that 10%. So if you don't have this set, it's still available. You can find it on page 52, I think it is. 52 of the catalogue. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, so let's get started with this. I'm using basic white thick as my card base. I have a layer of the Coastal Cabana, and then I have another layer of basic white. I've also grabbed two pieces of, or strips of Coastal Cabana cardstock. Now let me have a quick measure of all my measurements. All the measurements will be over my blog, so if you're after measurements for the card, head over there, but I'll quickly just talk you through them as well. Coastal Cabana is 4 inches by 5 3/4. Is that right? Yes. The basic white is 3.5 inches by 5, and then we have the two strips of Coastal Cabana at 3.5 by 1/2 inch. Alright, so these are brand new sets, so I highly recommend when you get new stamp sets to clean them well and give them a couple of stamps to make sure that they're stamping really well. I am using those little fish to add a little border or a little focal point in the center of the card. So I'm just going to lay like the school of fish and stamp them all the way across. I think that looks a little plain, so I'm going to actually come back in with my blending brushes and add a little bit of colour there as well. But I'm going to stamp my Submarine in Coastal Cabana onto Coastal Cabana ink cardstock. Coastal Cabana ink onto Coastal Cabana cardstock. I'm also going to just use that punched propeller, so I'm not going to colour that. I'm not going to ink that in or anything like that. I'm just going to leave that basic cardstock as the propeller. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to come back in with those little strips. I'm going to add these little waves stamp there, so I'm going to add that down, thinking that that may help to break that down a little bit, but you know what, I'm still not happy with it, so I'm going to come back and use my blending brushes really soon. So I am actually creating this card in front of you. I did not know exactly how I was going to create it. I'm really enjoying this fun way of creating, so I really hope that you're enjoying it as well. Sort of get to see my process of what some things that work, some things that don't. We don't always have things turn out exactly how we want, and that's okay. So I'm just using two strips of just scrap paper, and I've used a repositional glue that I use, and I actually get that from Spotlight, so it's not a Stampin' Up! Thing. But what's really great is you can pull it back up, it doesn't rip the cardstock, you can use your glue eraser to get rid of any of the glue, and it's just fantastic. So once I've added a little bit of colour with my blending brushes and that Coastal Cabana ink, I'm going to stamp my sentiment at the top corner because I want to pop my little submarine down below. So we're going to use our sentiment up the top, and it's sort of just breaking down. So there's like 3 sections of the card, white at top and bottom, and then we've got the Coastal Cabana in the middle. So I've just used a mini glue dot to attach my propeller to the submarine, and then we can start popping everything together. Let's glue down our little strips. I'm just using basic liquid glue, so just our Tombow Mono multi-purpose glue to add those two down. I am going to use some dimensionals to pop up my submarine because I think it looked too boring if I was just to adhere him straight down. So this, you know, floating by just to say hi is a really nice little sentiment card. You could certainly use birthday sentiment that's in the stamp set. There's actually a few different sentiments in this set. Sending oceans of love, you are sublime, happy birthday. So you could add, you know, a different sentiment if you would like. I'm also going to add those two layers together to the coastal cabana. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm not 100% happy with that. I think it's a nice card, but you know, we could do better. And I think sometimes we can look at cards and do too much, but I think it just needed a little something wow. So I've got the little school of fish, and I'm just going to stamp that all the way around our coastal cabana cardstock. So it's sort of giving us a nice little border, and I love how this turned out. I think it's such an easy little technique. We're not really doing too much to the card, but it's adding a little bit of extra fun and colour there as well. Also, I'm going to come in with the Wink of Stella. The Wink of Stella is a really great tool to use to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. Now, if you're in need of any supplies that I've used on today's card, you can purchase them in my online store. I do have a link to my online store in the comments, or not in the comments, sorry, in the description of this video. So you can go over there and have a look at that. Go straight over to my store and purchase any supplies that you need. I have some great gifts that I give out to my customers. The first being a handmade card and the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which has 12 wonderful projects in there for you. If you spend over $65 in product before shipping, I'll send you the monthly tutorial bundle as well. And don't forget to go over and check out the blog hop over on the Instagram app. You can head over to my handle at @stampandtracybish, and you can see everyone that's enjoying doing the monochromatic Instagram hop using Coastal Cabana. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending a little bit of time with me today. I really hope that you've enjoyed my card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you left a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that, and maybe even share my video. I would really appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.